Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I know it's been a minute. It's been almost a year since I've recorded a video on my YouTube channel. This is sad. This is ridiculous. I hope you can hear me over my AC. I hope that this little microphone is working because this is my first time trying this. Y'all, I'm trying to remember to look at the camera. Anyway, so this video is about to be real short and it's a little rant for my healthcare workers. So my CNAs tap in, nurses tap in. What's the other companions tap in, anything to do with healthcare tap in. So first of all, let me tell y'all, let me a little bit of my background. I have been doing CNA for almost 15 years. I've been doing it on and off for the past 5 years because I started a business, which I braid, I do hair. I was selling lashes, I was selling clothes. We're gonna get into that later on in this, further on down the line as I continue to record more videos. I've just been trying to figure out what type of content should I record, but then I realized I don't even want to be put in a niche, and I also don't want to have to try to keep up with the algorithm or what is going on with YouTube. So I just asked God to use me, and I record as I'm led. But I just been feeling this urgency or this desire to record for my CNAs and my healthcare workers, right? I don't know what is going on in the healthcare field, but to think that it is okay for one person to take care of over 9 people, it's not okay. And to provide quality care. Because let me tell you, I'm not a lazy CNA. I am not a nasty CNA. Now, when I first started off doing CNA, I'm 34. I've been doing it since 21, right? When I was young, to me, it was about the money. And when I think about it now, when I started off, it was $13 an hour. To other people, that might not be much, but when you young and the minimum wage was probably like $6, $7 an hour, you're making double the minimum wage. And if you're doing overtime, then you getting time and a half. So it was good money for me back then. But after a while, I got tired of doing it. So then I started doing security, got my steward's license. I did security, was like a security guard, security supervisor. But I always did hair on the side. I always had like a little hustle on the side. Anywho, back to my CNA rant. So when COVID hit, can we say that on YouTube? Well, when that 19 hit, before it came, I was praying like, God, please, by June 2020, take me out of this field. I want to stop doing CNA work. I want to stop doing CNA work. And you know, that 19 came. I want to say maybe was it like around February? No, it was a little before Christmas. Okay, it was around November because I remember it was a little before Christmas, and I was working at this facility. Now, mind you, I'm an agency worker. I don't even work staff anymore because staff pay less, and I feel like staff in places like if you work for the facility, they treat their main workers like crap. And what I never understood is how us agency workers can come in making double of what the workers are making, the staff workers. Like it just don't make sense. Like look how you treat your staff workers. You rather pay agency workers to come in, pay them double. And to be honest, like say for I'm gonna tell you, I'm no I'm all over it. Whatever. For those that get it. You'll keep up, stay alone. So for I was working this contract assignment, $30 an hour. That's when I got back in the field, right? So 2020, a little before 2020, when that 19 came out, my husband was like, "Oh, you could stop working." I was like, "Say less, say no more." I was super psyched up. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom anyway. I was tired of working, but I like to spend money and I like nice things. So, I kept my hustle on the side or whatever. Became a stay-at-home mom, started homeschooling my kid and, just all the other stuff and still making my money on the side. I started selling clothes and lashes and was doing hair. Like, your girl was getting that bread during that 19. Now I think about it, I wish I would have made better choices with my money. So anywho, um, then I heard, after 2 years in, was it 2020, 2022, right? So last year I got back in, say I got back in the CNA game, right? Got back in the healthcare field because I found out that they were making money. Like I'm talking like 15 or more a week. So I'm like, oh, let me go hop on that. My certification was just about to expire, but they had extended it for, aides during that time. And because they really needed aides, right? And I feel like when I worked back then doing CNA, it was a lot better compared to how it is now, because I feel like this field has gone to a SHIT. Okay. And I got a contract job for $30 an hour. So to me, I thought that was good money. But when I think about it now, I don't care if you pay me $50 an hour. It is not enough. It's not worth it. I'm not going to say it's not enough. It's not worth it. And when I came back into the healthcare field, I feel like God has he has given me a different perspective, and I see things a lot different now compared to then. Then you were doing it to get money, but no, this is a field of service. Like nurses and aides that do this, there are some good ones and there are some that are not so good, but you have to have the heart to serve, because these are people, family members that you're taking care of. These are people, mothers, people, fathers, uncles. That it don't even matter, because guess what, this could be your grandmother. And when I see it too, this can also be us one day, right? But God forbid, Lord, don't let my children put me in a nursing home. Okay, I've seen firsthand, and some of it is not that great. And I also believe that the healthcare field, that they really do take advantage of the elderly and those that don't even know, because half of them, like, they deplete their money, they deplete their savings, they take all their assets, they take their homes, they take all, and these people don't even know, they don't have the knowledge to know that they can actually have a healthcare worker come to their home to take care of them for half the price. These places are taking all of their money for them not to have hot water, not to have supplies, and then sometimes it can be very frustrating, right? So let me tell you why I quit that $30 an hour job. I quit the $30 an hour job because one day I went in and it was short, and it's short everywhere, right? And people were like, oh, well, if you complain and stop doing the work, that's the case. Stop putting your family in nursing homes to take care of your family, okay? And then the world will be a better place, okay? Let's make the world a better place by keeping our family members at home and taking care of them ourselves. I think it's just very selfish for people not to take care of their family members, their parents, or whatever. And I get it. Sometimes some people probably have bad moms or bad dads, and they drop them off and leave them. I'm not the one to judge, but don't leave these type of comments inside my video. Probably won't acknowledge them anyway. And I most likely will delete it. So anywho, where was I at, y'all? I'll be going on a rant. Um. Oh yeah. So they were extra short that day, and I was already working on one wing, which was a rehab wing, which is very demanding. My CNAs know that rehab is very demanding. So you already running back and forth, and then you tell me that another aide didn't show up after I started my assignment. So you want me to go to this other wing and pick up two more people. This was the day that the Lord has made, and He knew that I was not beat for it. Okay, so I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. The nerve of me, right? I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. First of all, no, I'm not about to be over here and then running back and forth. What do I look like? Like a chicken with my head cut off. I was like, I'm not doing that. So they was like, oh, if you don't do it, then they're, the DON said she's going to call your agency. I said, oh, no need. I'm going to call them right now and let them know that I quit my contract. That's it. And that's what I did. I left and I reached out to my agency and let them know that I was ending my contract. It was the open-ended contract, meaning they could have ended it or I could have ended it. So that's how it went. But God has given me a different, like I was saying, God has given me a different view, because when I got hired, uh, for this contract job, it was for a nursing home that I worked years ago that I got fired from. And he said that I wasn't eligible for rehire, right? But let me tell you, look at God. Because in this nursing home, my great grandmother was a patient there, and she was a resident there. And God has shown me so much concerning my health. When I see generational curses, yeah, he revealed to me like the generational curse that's on my bloodline, because this is from my mother's side, and I was not raised on my mom's side, I was raised on my dad's side. So, but that's another story. We'll get into the whole generational stuff later on down the line, and working with my great grandma, because I got to draw closer to her, and it made me very compassionate for my patients, and just seeing that, knowing that this could be me, one, because one, I love to talk to my residents and get to know, like, how'd you end up here, like, just to know their story. And let me tell you, some of you guys, when you hear some of these people's stories, if you're in this field and if you're one of those workers that don't care, you'll be humbled when you hear these stories, because one person could just be, you could be out shopping one day, going grocery shopping, and you come home and you slip and fall, you end up in a nursing home, you were supposed to be there for rehab, and somehow now you stuck there. Like, I've seen it. I've seen so many cases like this, and people tell me they had homes and they had this, and now they have nothing. And it's so sad. It's so sad. I wish that more people would just take care of their family members, or even just get them in home care service. Like, I even considered starting my own home care business because, I mean, 14 years in this field, I have a lot of knowledge of it. And I've done home care work too. I've done private duty care. Like, I've done a lot. But anyway, I'm just over it. So today I'm at this facility. I was working with clipboard. I like clipboard. Like, the pay is like anywhere between 24 an hour up to 45 an hour. So if y'all aides don't know about clipboard, even nurses, it's on there too. You know, nurses can work on clipboard. Download the app and clipboard. I'm not even sponsoring. They're not even sponsoring me. But if y'all want to sponsor me, hit me up. Um, yeah, and you get paid the same day right after your shift if you show up on time. Their point system is a little wacky, but you know, whatever, you'll figure it out when you get it. So anyway, I'm with this other facility today, and let me tell you something. I quit doing this kind of work like every other week. Every other week. Like, maybe this week I think I'm only working 2 shifts. Next week 1 shift. After that, because you know I'm doing hair on the side, and I make all natural hair oils and hair butters, and I just like to relax. I don't feel like I need to work myself to death, you know. But you know, I look like to see this as doing the Lord's work. I'm here to serve, but I'm not here to be a slave. Let me show y'all my list if I can show y'all. I don't even know if you can see this. You see all that? I have 4, 8, 12. I can't even count. 13, 14. I got 14 people. So here in the state that I live in, it's against the law for you to have over, I think it's like 7 or 9 residents to take care of. How do you think, me being the type of good aide that I am, how am I supposed to give quality care to 14 patients if I start at 7 and, you know, breakfast comes at 8 o'clock? So you will want to hope that you can get at least 2, 3 people up by then, right? Hopefully. But how much do cleaning or whatever you think can be done when they don't even give you enough towels? Sometimes they don't have soap. They don't have washcloths. And anybody watching this, if you have family members inside nursing facilities or assisted livings, please provide them with their own washcloths and towels. And also, I would suggest that you do their laundry. That's why I had to let my family know when my great grandma was in a nursing home. Like, do her laundry. I actually did her laundry. I would take her laundry and to the laundry man, wash it, whatever. Because imagine, y'all know what's up in this linen, and it's all getting washed all together. Like, come on now. And these same washcloths and towels are being used on other patients. But anyway, back to it. So I had 14 people today, and my break was 11:15 to 11:45, which I had to take break 10 minutes late, and I still have 3 patients that I did not give care to yet. And the unit manager came and she said, "Oh, is this your first time here?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, well, you're supposed to introduce yourself to every patient in the morning to let them know who you are." First of all, you want me to get up 14 people? How am I supposed to introduce myself to them and then still do my work, still get them up, still pass out trays? Like, who do you think I am, ma'am? No, I think that I believe not. I think there seriously needs to be some type of healthcare reform. Am I saying the right word? Is it healthcare reform, or some type of reform in the healthcare system, as far as how these patients are really being taken care of? And I understand that it's a business, right? But these are also people's lives. So where's the quality of life? Like, when I look, I done been in some facilities, y'all. I'm gonna probably do another video because my break is almost over, and only, let me tell you, it's only God that's keeping me from walking out of here and leaving. I tell you that. And plus, it's like I still got people in bed that I did not do, so I have to go and take care of them. But imagine 14 people, and let's say not all 14 of them are totals. I think probably 4 of them did themselves, so 10 people I have to do, right? Some people have to be up for therapy, so they have to be up by a certain time, and there's people in bed that I have to feed, right? And then, like, how are they supposed to get changed every 2 hours? Give them all cold water, wash them, dress them, get them out the bed, you know, do their hair. It's not right. It's not okay. Like, I believe age should not have no more than 5 or 6 people. That way they can get that quality care. But there is a shortage all over every facility I've been to, and I've traveled to some facilities, sometimes an hour away. And I've been to some nice places, and I've been to some horrible places. If you only knew what goes on in there, I won't put my family in a facility because I've been to some horrible ones. But they're good workers. They're good workers all over, and there are a lot of not so good workers that are only doing this for the money. So but, and I don't see more aides coming into this field. When I go to some places, like they say they usually work with 5 aides. Today it's only four. Some places they're supposed to have 7 aides, and it might be four. And then you'll have the nurses. Now I've done had good nurses. I've worked with some good nurses, and I understand nurses might feel like it's shaking probably because my engine is shaking. I don't know. And no, I don't got no old raggedy car. I think I'm just because I'm using the AC. Anyway, like some nurses, like nurses that were CNAs, I feel like they can be some of the best ones because they don't mind helping because they understand they've been there. And there's some they looking like I ain't getting paid to wipe A. This is not what I went to school for, and blah blah blah. I think that it will humble a lot of nurses if they went to, take CNA first, at least do CNA for 3 months because this work is very demanding on your body. And that's why I only do it a couple days a week and sometimes no days a week because I will go home drained and I don't have no energy for my toddler. And yeah, I just can't do that. I don't want to do it. I don't even know why God still has me doing this work. But I guess I'm in this video here. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. I don't even know if I'm gonna post it today, whatever I should title it. But if you're a CNA and you're watching this, you're a nurse and you're watching this, leave your comments in the comment section and let me know what frustrates you the most about your work, but also what do you love about your work. Did you quit doing it yet? How long ago has it been since you quit? Did you start a business afterwards, like, in this field, or are you just completely over healthcare? Because I'm like, God, I want to be completely over healthcare. But my best friend is like, you have so much information in you. You should start doing YouTube videos on that, like, the healthcare field and CNA and, starting your own business. And I was just like, I feel like a part of me feel like that there is purpose, like God has purpose in me for it, but I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I definitely don't want to do the physical part. But let me tell you, I was talking to this one lady today. She's 87 years old. She was telling me how her parents were sharecroppers, her grandparents were sharecroppers. And she was just, just sharing her story with me. And she was like, I could tell you about my first husband, but I'm like, look, I love working with the elderly. I don't enjoy having to take care of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people. One time I went to a place 3 to 11, we had 15 patients. When I tell you I did not sit down, I did not sit down. I sat down for like 10 minutes that shift. And you can be like, oh, this is what you can pay for. No, I'm not. And I think it was $30 an hour too. I never went back to that place. I had other shifts scheduled for that facility. I canceled as soon as immediately after that shift. Once I got in my car, I said, cancel, cancel, cancel. I won't be coming back here. Anywho, stay tuned. I don't know what my other video will be about. Maybe it'll be about the healthcare field. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a voice alone with me doing hair. Who knows? But I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.